Hey guys, it is Saturday and it is another exciting chapter of what sold this weekend. I actually have 3 things to share today, and one of them I already packed up and sealed and then said, oops, I'm supposed to show it off. It's just a pair of Chico's Palazzo pants, and it sold for $18.67 plus shipping. And after they paid, then the person wrote to me and said, if there's any way you can reduce the shipping on that, let me know, because it's a little high. That drives me crazy. Don't buy it if you think the shipping's too high and you don't want to pay it. Don't pay for it and then ask the seller to give you cheaper shipping. I put what I charge for shipping on my listings. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Anyway, oh, and in the message said, I buy Chico's all the time, so I know about how much it should cost to ship it. Well, a Chico's t-shirt and a Chico's pair of pants, I mean, these are barely a pound. It was like, I think without packaging, they weighed like 15.9 ounces. So I just assume a pound by the time I add a label and packaging and put them in the flat rate. But anyway, this also sold Mississippi Surge mesh back baseball cap, sold for $12.50 plus shipping. The pants I had just listed yesterday. This has been up for about 4 months, and then Hold the Line, American Revolution, War Game. This one sold for $39.67 plus shipping. Have another War Game somebody emailed me about last night and said, since that's an educational board game, you should be able to ship it media mail, and it'll be about $6. Can you reduce the shipping cost to $6? And it's one of the largest ones I have that's, go media mail. It doesn't work like that. Just because the board game is about war and about a real life war, it doesn't count for media mail. I'm sorry. So I wrote her back and I just said, sorry, the shipping is what it is and I can't send it media mail. So war games, despite being somewhat educational, not media mail. I've gotten a lot of stupid questions this week, and I've gotten a lot of really low ball offers. I did accept a couple. I accepted a $6 offer on a $16 shirt I had on Poshmark, but it's a shirt that I had listed for about 9 months, and this was the first time I got a liker on it. So I had sent a $10 offer with the shipping discount, which means I only would have gotten a little less than $5. So I sent the $10 offer, and they declined immediately, and then wrote back and then sent a $6 offer, which honestly it's like $1.80 less than what I would have gotten with my offer. So I just accepted it. They were the first one to like the item in 9 months. I just wanted to get rid of it and hopefully spike some sales on Poshmark, because Poshmark still has been dead for me. I did do a few complete closet shares this week, just 2, not daily. It didn't increase my sales at all, so but I was hoping. I only sold 3 things on Poshmark all week. Nothing today. These are all on my main eBay account, so nothing going out on Mercari, my secondary eBay account, Poshmark, or do I have something else? Amazon. Nothing on any of those sites. It's kind of sad. I did have a couple good days this week and a couple big ticket items sold that'll carry me through, but yeah. I will say, if you have any puzzles or board games, things of that nature, it's probably a good time to list them. I did sell a big 500-piece jigsaw puzzle early in the week. I don't have any others listed, but I do have some others that I could list. I like to count the pieces before I sell them if I bought them secondhand, just to make sure they're all there. If not, put them all together myself. But puzzles, board games, entertainment for children, if you have stuff of that nature, I would get it listed now, and hopefully I'll have more stuff to show off by Monday. Hey everybody, it's Monday. I do have a couple things to ship today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, I think. So it's not a complete loss of a weekend, but 8 things on a Monday is pretty sad. So I'll show you what I got going out, and hopefully I'll get some more in before the end of this video. Alright, I'm going to start with Poshmark. I have this Style & Co. It's kind of crooked on here, but extra large Style & Co. New with tags. Blouse. Have two of this exact same one in the extra large. This is the first that sold. These came in a Via Trading box a couple months ago. Took about a month and a half, I think, to sell the first one. I had it listed for $20 on Poshmark, and it went for $15. I sent the offer. Then there is this, which is a Dolce & Gabbana dress. It's got the care tag, size tag cut out, so I did just have to put measurements and show the fit. This has been listed for 9 months. And I had first sent it into the RealReal, but they didn't accept it because a portion of the bottom hem is undone. So that is disclosed in the listing. It's actually almost half of the bottom hem that's undone. I could have gone and had it fixed and probably gotten a little more for it. I hadn't even noticed that before I sent it into the RealReal. This I got from Clothes Mentor clearance like 3 years ago, and then it ended up at the bottom of a death pile, and I only first sent it into the RealReal about a year ago, and then finally listed it myself about 8 months ago. And I listed it for $120, I think, and almost immediately I got a $75 offer, which I turned down. I think I countered like $100 and never heard back from them. So I've slowly been lowering the price on it, and honestly my pictures were awful. I mean, pretty much the way you see it hanging on here, except with no clutter in the background, just a nice white background. But the pictures were awful. I was being really lazy the day I took the pictures, obviously, and every time I shared it, I was almost disgusted with sharing that picture and told myself I need to go pull it and take new pictures, and I never did. So anyway, I've just been slowly lowering the price. Got it down to $79 and got a $45 offer, which was the same person who had sent me the $75 offer immediately after I listed it 8 months ago. I countered at $60. She accepted. So could have sold it to the same person for $75 8 months ago, but I was stubborn and I didn't, and I let my stupid ugly pictures sit on Poshmark for the last 8 months. But finally sold it for $60, and my cost was less than $1. Okay, so this is on my secondary eBay account, my only item on that account so far. You don't actually get to see it, but it's this nice big box with 200 plus pieces. It is all necklaces, 16 pounds, and it was auctioned off starting at $9.99 plus shipping. It went for $22.50 plus shipping. After shipping and taxes, the buyer paid $49.80 so right about $50 they paid for 200 plus necklaces, little less than a quarter a piece. I always say like 200 plus. I aim for 200, but then I'll throw in like 5 to 10 extras just to make sure if there ends up being something that's broken or that's true junk and they're really disappointed with 1 or 2 pieces. There's a few extra pieces. I also completely am honest in my description. I feel like if I toned down my description a little bit, talking down the box, they might go for more, but then I'd be more risking an upset buyer. So my description says specifically that the jewelry is wearable, primarily costume jewelry. I do indicate that you may receive some genuine gemstones. There may be some sterling silver components. There may be some branded pieces of lower end brands like maybe Charming Charlie's, Claire's, New York and Company, Avon. I'm trying to think of some other brands that were in this particular one. Can't think. There's probably a good 30 pieces in here that were branded in some way, shape, or form, but not necessarily anything extremely exciting. There are also some designer pieces that are unsigned, But I say specifically in the listing that if buying for resale, this lot would be great for local flea markets and local selling. And while there may be some pieces that would be worthy of listing online for sale, the majority are lower end costume jewelry pieces. So I try to be explicitly honest and tell people that if you are on a big treasure hunt and you are looking to primarily sell on eBay, Poshmark, whatever, this probably isn't the box for you. And I do take pictures of pretty much everything as much as I can, laying out flat, make collages of pictures so you can see the majority of what you're getting. But they don't go for very much because I'm not trying to fool anybody. I don't want anybody to think they're going to end up with a huge treasure chest. I also do inform them that the necklaces are not individually bagged. It would not be worth my time for a $20 sale to individually bag 200 plus pieces of jewelry and spend the money on the bags, etc. But I do try to package them in a way to minimize tangling. So there are layers in here of tissue paper with necklaces laid out on the tissue paper all throughout, and I try to kind of mix and not put two little delicate chains next to each other. I try to minimize it, but there may be some tangles. Anyway, $22.50 for probably about 15 pounds of necklaces plus the packing. And yeah, I'm happy with that because it's stuff that I don't have to deal with. I'm getting out of here, and I've already picked the pieces that I want out of these lots and am passing on the rest. Okay, here we have my Amazon sales. I have this X-Men comic book, 1980 Marvel, $39.67 for this comic book on Amazon with free shipping. And then this Ninja blender, also sold on Amazon. The comic I listed in May, I believe, so it's sat for a little while. I still have a ton of them listed. So maybe now that everybody's home with nothing to do, they're going to be buying some nice old comics to read, and I can get rid of some of those. This blender, my mom just gave it to me Friday, I think, to sell. She bought it in 2016 because she wanted to make her own margaritas, and it's never been opened. So brand new from 2016. I listed it Saturday on Amazon. It sold Sunday on Amazon for $89.99 with free shipping. And I knew when I listed it, I probably should have priced it higher. Some people had them higher, but the Amazon price was $89.99. So that's what I went with, but I'm assuming Amazon doesn't have any in stock because it is an older model, so I probably could have gotten away with a little bit more. But $89.99, it was given to me free to list, so that's my biggest sale, I think, for the weekend. And it'll probably cost me almost $25 to ship it, and then Amazon fees, but still about $40-ish, I'm sure, back in my pocket from that one. And I'm sure it's because people normally stop at Smoothie King or something every day on their way to work, and now they want to make their own smoothies at home. Or maybe they're like my mom and they want to make their own daiquiris and margaritas and stuff since they can't go sit in the bars and have them. But those are my two Amazon sales. Then I have this Mikasa bowl sold on eBay for $14.67 after having been listed for over a year, and that's plus shipping, and that's my full asking price. So even though it's been on sale several times in the last year, it went for full asking price. And then there is this Nostalgia Series Monopoly game with the wooden pieces. It is not a vintage game, but it is from their special Nostalgia Series to give you the nice older looking pieces. This one sold on Mercari for $22 plus shipping, and this came from my stepfather's game collection. So once again, it seems like games would be a good thing to be selling right now while people are stuck at home. And then we have this little butterfly Avon necklace sold for $8.75. I sent out an offer with free shipping on eBay. Alrighty, 2 more sales I can get out today. Both came in right after I filmed the last ones, and both games. So we have the American Revolution 1775 Rebellion game, sold on Mercari. I accepted an offer of $40 plus shipping. And then the Picket Duty Kamikaze Attacks Against U.S. Destroyers Legion War Games, sold on eBay, $49.67 plus shipping. Both of these came from my stepfather's War Game collection, and it is possible that his War Games might just be the only things I sell during this time of lockdown across the country. So I've still got, pardon my mess, that's all my scrap packing materials there. But I've still got this bookcase. It's got a few on the top, and then the majority of these shelves are all the way down to the bottom, are all War Games, and that's what's left of his collection, so hopefully those will keep selling. My 8-year-old's coming to work with me tomorrow. I was going to teach her some other stuff and give her a job taking some pictures and steaming some clothes, but I think my plans are changing, and I think we're going to go through all of my unlisted games and puzzles and count pieces and check components and take pictures of those, along with doing some reorganization and cleaning around here. So she has an opportunity to earn some good money with me tomorrow, but I'm going to focus on the stuff that I think might actually sell right now. That's it, guys. My mail has come and been picked up and gone, and I did sell one more thing, a men's leather belt for like 15 bucks. It'll ship out tomorrow. But that's all I had for this weekend. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you and your families are well. I hope you are getting used to this new lifestyle that we all must lead for a short term at least. And yeah, hope you get some sales this week. Keep watching, keep coming back for more. I am finishing up my 25-pound box of jewelry, and we'll post that video within the next day or so. Bye, everybody.